Hey gang, it's Bryan from FXBilliards. Today we're going to cover 5 kick shots that are kind of outside the box. Like a lot of our videos, if you have these 5 shots in the bag, it's going to open the door for hundreds of other situations. So let's get started. We are playing 9-ball. We are going to assume that we can't go up and back to play this 3-ball. But this is our next ball. What do we do here? I don't know about you, I got a pretty good jump shot. I can't clear this 6. So that's not an option here. Going up and back might possibly be an option if that 8 wasn't in the way. But in the meantime, this is one of the things we can do here. We're going to play high right-hand English. We're going to come off of this gap here. I am going as far inside as I can with as much right-hand English as I can apply and still get inside that gap. So our shot looks like this. High right-hand English, as much right hand as I could put on it. We make our 3-ball. We actually are out from here. Even if we weren't, I want you to see that shot because that is an option when you can't just do what would be considered a standard kick shot. None of these shots that I'm going to show you today are going to be standard. And most of them, you can't just dial up the math and say, I'm going to go off of that diamond or this diamond. That's what puts these shots outside the box. So let's look at another one. This is one of those shots that you've seen in multiple FXBilliards videos, and there's a reason why. If you have this shot, okay, we're on the 9. We need to come from that direction. We can't use the diamond system to hit it. So we come up and back with right-hand English to make that ball. The reason I show you that shot, and I've shown it to you probably 3 or 4 times over the last 4 years, is because if you have that shot, you've got a lot of other shots in the bag. So get these shots in the bag. They're not that difficult. Shots like this require a knack. You have to develop a feel for it. And it might differ on different tables. But when you have a situation like this where you have to come from the other end, don't discount the idea of using reverse English off of that short rail and coming back to get to that 9. Let's look at something else. This is a shot that Efren Reyes made famous. The layout when he performed it in a match was a little bit different than this, but I just put these out here just to give you an idea. We're on the 1-ball. There's no jump, there's no kick, there's nothing here on the table that gets you to this 1-ball. Efren thinks about it for about 5 or 6 seconds. I'm sure he already knew what he was going to do. Place it off of the edge of this side pocket and sends it down the rail to this 1. So how do you make this shot? It is more of a knack than anything else. You get over here, I am playing it with all top, no English, to send it down table. And the key here is to find that sweet spot. So if you practice this shot, you're probably going to start out maybe 1 in 10, which is not bad for a situation where you were going to give up ball in hand. You can probably get yourself down to 1 in 5, 1 in 3 maybe, where you're at least coming close. But don't throw any English on the shot. Hit it with a little bit of top. Work on your speed. And if you find that edge, that perfect spot there, which is about a half a ball, you can get that ball down the table and make that shot. Let's look at something else. So this is a variation of the first shot that we took. This one actually does involve some math, but you don't need to know the math because the math doesn't work, okay? If you know the diamond system, this is diamond 1, 2, 3 on this rail, to play a kick to a pocket that's over here. On this rail, diamond 1 is the pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, if we line up diamond 1 with diamond 1 down there, we go into the pocket. What we're going to do is take the math out of it and put a little bit of intuitive feel behind this shot and shoot it almost as if we were shooting a 2-rail kick shot using the diamond system. Except we can't go in all the way to that pocket, but we can bring that ball down here to this pocket. You'll change your speed, you'll change your spin a little bit, but work on that shot. What I suggest is when you practice it, what you want to do is get your cue ball here and shoot down table to get a feel for what brings you back to this very pocket. And then as you start to move down, even if you don't know the math of the diamond system, you'll be able to walk over here and intuitively find the spot on the rail and send the ball back down here towards this pocket. Watch our video on the diamond system so that you know exactly how to hit this if you do use the math. One of the things I find interesting about players and their jump shots is they get pretty much in a box when it comes to their jump shot. If they have to hit this 2-ball and they come down here, they find their angle, they're going to give themselves a legitimate chance to make it, and they hit the 2-ball, that's nice and clear to them. But all of a sudden, when you have a special situation where this time you're on the 3 and you don't have a multi-rail kick that you can go to, the balls are too close here to even jump to get to the 3-ball, at least for most people, unless you're a really good trick shot artist. What do? Well, you can use your jump shot to come off of the short rail at the other end of the table. Why not? Don't put yourself in a box. If you have a jump shot, expand on it. Use it for kick shots, use it for bank shots, use it for a lot of different situations. The reason you're jumping is because you're in trouble. Because you're in trouble, you might end up giving up ball in hand. Why not go for what might look like a long shot? And this shot here is no more difficult than shooting that jump shot to make contact with the 2-ball. So the shot looks like this. We're going to find our angle just like we would if we were just shooting it up and down table. Make sure you're not throwing any unnecessary English on the ball. Go up and back. Give yourself a legitimate chance to make that ball. Now, I'm not going to miss it twice, so it looks like this. Don't discount the idea of kicking in a jump shot. It's okay. If you miss it, you miss it. You're back where you started anyway. But give yourself a legitimate chance to win. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think about these 5 shots. And I hope you recognize that they lead to a lot of other shots. Talk to you later. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day.